Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty excited to announce that the Divo Knives TallBoy is back and the drop is today, 3/20/25. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time or 12 p.m. Central Time. The ones I'm going to show you today are going to be on the Divo site, and then there's also some exclusives we'll talk about. I may not be editing this one because I'm on a time crunch. I didn't get this till yesterday, so I want to try to get this up so y'all can at least know about the drop. So this is the box it comes with. Very nice box. Comes with a Divo microfiber towel, like a towel, and a microfiber cloth. Sweet sticker, and a sticker that goes with the knife. And then with your knife, which is this beauty, you get a hardware little pack with a wire pocket clip if you don't like a milled clip. You get a extra, looks like an extra thumb stud and 2 screws. I'm guessing that's a pivot screw and your clip screw. Yep, that's what those are. So we'll always love seeing extras. We reviewed this TallBoy the first time. It's got the the pearl camo carbon, and this is probably my second favorite Divo, or it's kind of in the tie for the first. I'll be honest. And this is their largest model to date at 8 inches overall. It has a 3.5 inch reverse Tonto blade of CPM S90V right there. And even though it's a short grind height, you got a nice deep hollow grind. So these things slice so well. And once again, being that I'm on a time crunch, if you want to see that cutting, you can go watch my previous review. And this is the first one. This new one is the TallBoy V1.5. They made some minor QCI updates, and that's one thing I love about Divo. That's why I decided to collaborate with them with the Fireball, and they're constantly listening to the community, or if they see something, they're constantly trying to fix it, make the best product for the consumer out there. So this one has the this is the purple nurple. It has, what is it, the purple flow camo carbon, that's what it is, with a beautiful belt satin. That's a hand belt satin there. They hand grind those to put that satin. It's a upcharge for them to do that, but they want it to look nice. Their previous satin was kind of wonky funky. You have 2 functional rows of jimping. I mean, excellent jimping. Your thumb's not going anywhere. Very good job on that. And then that one's great for these, controlled detail cuts, because this is an excellent utilitarian blade. You got pretty much a straight edge, and it kind of, let's see if I can show you that, kind of cants up a little bit. So you could do some cuts on a flat cutting surface if you're holding it like this. Come down on it. It's definitely a useful blade, and like I said, it performs so well. This one I've carried a good bit, and talk about with these break in, they get so smooth. It's unbelievable. Love it. And being that these, even though they're 8 inch knives, they have no liner on the show side scale, and pretty much everybody knows how light carbon fiber is. And then on your lock side, you have an inset locking liner, and it has been pocketed out as much as they could. So these things, like I said, are very nice. They're nice and lightweight. Let me see. I think the weight on this comes in at 3.1 ounces. Yeah, fantastic for an 8 inch knife with a 3.5 inch blade. So well under the ounce and inch that some people care about. I think it's a good looking design. Get a close up of that. Very nice looking. And I like purple. And I don't think do I have any other? Oh yeah, I have one other Divo with purple. I love it. And then you have the purple anodized titanium. It's more like a magenta. It's not like the plum color like that. And some of the CQI updates, and I noticed them before he even told me what they were. So you can see the plunge on this one stops here, and you can sharpen, it gets thicker. You can sharpen to about right there where my fingernail is before you'll start to thicken up on that plunge grind. Well, they back the plunge grind all the way up. Now, you get a good bit more sharpenings this way, but if they wanted to make it even better, it's lost in translation. They do the best they can, they try, but they don't ever totally understand what you're saying. To get it even better than this, you can see how it thickens to right here. So you can have a good bit of sharpenings, being that's a hollow grind, but you're going to be able to go to about right there, and it's going to thicken up on you. So they brought the plunge back, but instead of doing this curved plunge, they should have went straight down and made this completely kind of like a Spyderco plunge. So the thickness is on the back side. Not the biggest deal, especially being that you're going to have, probably more sharpenings than you need on this, unless you super reprofile it. These are nice and thin behind the edge at around 15 to 16 thousandths. That's why they perform so well. And the S90V is hardened from 60 to 62 HRC. And of the test samples, they pull, random knives out that have been heat treated. They pull them and they do an HRC testing, and all I think it was 3 or 4 out of the batch, all of them tested 62 HRC. They showed them the pictures and the knife actually in the tester. So that's awesome that that's what they're trying to hit. Now there will be some variances here and there because it's a big batch of knives that are being heat treated together. They're being cryoed together. And you're gonna have some. That's why they have a variance between 60 to 62. If it goes one way or the other. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss anything. Ergos, especially in this choke up position, I thought were fantastic. I went and rewatched my review on this. Great here. You can choke back if you want to be a little bit further away from that edge, but you can see where that edge starts, so you're going to be a good ways away. Not terrible, but if you're worried about being too close to the edge, you can definitely do that. The OEM on this knife is Kubi Knives, and they do a fantastic job. The variants that Divo will be releasing on their site will be the purple nurple, so it's the purple chemocarbon belt satin blade, the Jack Sparrow, which is the black pearl camo carbon and belt satin blade, and the other one that I don't have here is pretty much this knife with a black wash blade and black tie accents, so all the purple will be black. All your hardware is titanium on here. They have the Divo Knives logoed pivot there. Reversible deep carry. Now with the mill clip, it's not as much. It's not really a deep carry. You got that much taken out. I don't care about that really, but some people do. The wire clip should come further than that. It should allow you to get further back. The only other noticeable CQI that I can show you, and I gotta say I absolutely love this one. So the mill tie clip, you got a pretty small contact point there, so it's usually going to increase the tension more. And I don't think I'll be able to show you this. Let me see if I can shine light. This is something I love seeing. They have a pocket, hopefully you can see that, underneath this pocket clip. And what that does is it relieves tension. Whenever you have a shorter titanium clip, it can get really, really tough. Well, they did that here too, but they also put you a larger contact point. You see it on the purple, and this is the V1.5. And they also made the tension a little, just a hair lighter on this one. Much better flex, goes in and out of the pocket, fantastic. Still good retention, excellent job. Action's fantastic, you can use the thumb studs, rockets out. This one has a perfectly tuned detent. Verse flick works great. You can slow roll it. Yeah, verse flick's my favorite. Riding on ceramic bearings, and they break in so nicely. I'm sure, pretty positive, there you can upgrade to skiff bearings if you buy some for them. I mean, pretty much all Divo knives are like that. Some quick size comparisons. We have the Divo Mash and, of course, the Divo Knives Fireball. Both of these are smaller. Oh. Stout V2 in the Buzz. Ontario Rat 1 and 2. Very similar in length to the Kaiser Militar and the Kershaw Iridium. Any nitpicks I could have, they pretty much, took care of. If I want to be super nitpicky, like I said, if they wanted to make you have all this sharpening life, they could make this a straight down plunge so your thickness would be behind it. But like I said, you got more than enough sharpenings with this. I'm perfectly fine with that. Another outstanding design, or an updated version of an outstanding design. Like I said, I love the TallBoy. It's definitely in my top 3. It's tied, I'll be honest, with Fireball and with the Divo Mash. I love the Mash. I wish they would do a super primo version of the Mash, or maybe they have, I don't know. But love that knife, and I love this one as well. I will have necessary links down below, and there's also some exclusives real quick. White Mountain Knives has one, a stonewashed titanium stonewashed blade with blue tie accents. Traditional Pocket Knives has theirs with 80s camo carbon, belt satin, and satin accents. Blade binges, of course, in the dark mode. You have a black wash tie, black wash blade, and teal accents. And that's going to have your Tiffany blue camo carbon or whatever. They all look absolutely stunning. I love the blade binge one. I'm going to have the link to this one. And I think I might better have the blade binge one in there. I don't know. I'll have linked whatever I can down below. Oh yeah, I probably better do traditional pocket knives as well. So might have all those in the description. Just check that. Before I let y'all go, probably should have said this at the beginning. I'm planning to do my 100K giveaway live tonight at around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless something happens. I may do a small video that you'll better leave a comment on to enter the giveaway. If you don't see that video, we'll do like we've done in the past, and you'll just have to, during the live, you just go and comment on my last video, a certain phrase or something, and that'll let you be answered. So hopefully I'll see y'all there. I'm using Lefty's slot. I know his is like 8:45, but I have some stuff going on, so I'm gonna have to probably start mine around 8-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. Hopefully everything will go over without a hitch. I'm still trying to find some moderators. And yeah, thank y'all very much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. I hope every one of y'all is having a fantastic, fantastic day. And remember, keep those blades sharp. Smile more. Peace.